Did your Google business profile just vanish or your calls completely drop overnight? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most likely your business is under some sort of suspension, but the good news for you is that it's fixable. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to get your business profile back. Hey there, I'm 𝐲𝐶 𝐸, founder of Relentless Digital. We help hundreds of home service business owners grow and protect their Google business profile and digital presence with smart, sustainable marketing strategies. If you're dealing with a Google business profile issue, watch this video. This is the place to start fixing it. So the first question we have to figure out is, why does Google suspend or demote profiles? Most people think they do a quick edit and it gets suspended, and the edit, the thing that they did, causes suspension. But most likely what happens is when you make those edits, it goes through Google's AI filtering system, and it usually something else on the profile is detected that caused the suspension. And the worst part is most businesses get suspended without any warning, and then you're left trying to figure out why that happened. The other problem is that you could have a competitor or someone that used to work for you that just doesn't like you, and they could be reporting your business to Google. If you have a UPS storefront, if you're using a virtual office, those are another big no-nos. Whereas as soon as Google does a sweep, those are things that they can catch pretty quickly with their AI system. So next, we're going to go over the step-by-step instructions. I'm also going to drop a couple guides down in the description below as well. So that way you know exactly where to go and what steps to do. And then you can also get verified with video and get your profile back online as quickly as possible. All right, so step one, this is a great place to start because this has guidelines. So that way you can walk through these and see why your profile was suspended in the first place so you can fix it. Because the worst thing that can happen is you get your profile back online and for some reason you didn't fix the main thing that needed to be fixed and you get suspended again. So you can see right here, before you submit an appeal, Google even tells you, here's our guidelines. Please look through these before you decide to put a reinstatement form. Because if you don't fix the problem you have, Google's not going to reinstate your profile, and you're going to be sitting without a Google business profile listing for weeks, if not months. Another really important thing, this is something I would absolutely make sure you have all of this documentation ready to go. Google gives you the guide here that you want to have this type of paperwork ready. So you want an official business registration with the state that you're registered to do business in, a business license. I've never had Google ask for a tested, so you may want to have that if you filed taxes in a previous year. And then utility bills. They want to make sure that you are actually operating inside of the space that you say you're operating in. So once you have all that, once you've checked the guidelines, now you're ready to submit an appeal. And right below that, you can see Google has an appeals process. Now, the old way, if you've ever been suspended in the past, was just to submit a support ticket and constantly follow up with Google and give them whatever they asked for. About a year ago, they changed this. And if you don't have the documentation ready, you only have 60 minutes once the appeals process starts to gather all of this information and submit it to Google. So make sure you have this ahead of time so you're not scrambling, because if you don't have that in the 60-minute window, you only get 2 shots at appeal. If you don't get approved in those 2 slots, you're done. Your profile has to start over. You will not be able to open and reinstate that profile. So our next step is we want to open the appeals tool. And one, you're going to need to make sure whatever email address that you used for your Google business profile, you're logged into, because if you're not going to see the account. So it's asking me to confirm my account. Now it's any Google business profile that's connected to your account is going to show up here. I actually have one that's suspended because I had a test account. So we're going to try that one today. And you can see that Google will tell you if you are eligible for appeal or not. And you can see its business profile is suspended. Google doesn't really give you a ton of information. It just says it's not in good standing, but we're going to go ahead and try to appeal this one. It also has the actual date that you were suspended, just in case you're not sure what that is. And Google again warns us that we need to make sure that we have all of the documentation ready because we only have 60 minutes. So they do warn you a couple times here. So it's really important. They're trying to make sure that you know that you need to have this done. And it's as simple as that. Right here is where we add our evidence. It goes to another screen. And this is where they ask for all of that information. You can see we can upload documents. Now, I'm not going to upload any documents because ABC Heating and Cooling on East Main Street does not exist. This was a fake profile. And then This is really important in this additional context window here. Don't be emotional. Be as logical as possible. So if you're an emotional person and this is costing you business, what you may want to do is you may want to go to ChatGPT, write what you want to say, and then tell ChatGPT to make this a logical argument for why your Google business listing should be reinstated. And contractors, I know you, I've been a contractor. It's just like getting a 1-star review. This is your baby. If it's down, you're probably hurting. Your guys are probably sitting at home and you need work. So just trust me on this. Don't get emotional. Your emotions are not going to help. And honestly, it's probably going to make the situation worse. So use tools like ChatGPT to kind of take the emotions out of your response here and just give a logical argument, almost like you're an attorney just trying to state the law in a court case. Dealing with a GBP suspension or a sudden drop in rankings, don't worry. We've helped hundreds of businesses recover visibility and leads fast. Book a troubleshooting session with my team today and we'll fix it with you. So most likely after you get the appeals process done, Google's either going to reinstate your business or they're going to need a little bit more verification. And that's when you need to do the video verification process. As I mentioned before, I'm not going to go through that in this video, but I do have a free resource. It's going to be linked down in the description below. And that's going to walk you through step by step of exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it so you can prepare your office building or your home address to pass video verification the first time. Now, once you're reinstated, it's super important to make sure you protect your profile going forward. Most suspensions are avoidable with the right setup. Google has always rewarded trustworthy, consistent profiles that match up with other directory sites across the web. So you want to avoid spammy things or things in the SEO world that are called black hat, things you really shouldn't be doing, stuffing the Google business profile with a bunch of keywords, trying to change the address, stuffing the rest of the profile with things that are not relevant. Those are really easy ways for you to get suspended again and have to go through this process a second time. Recovering from a Google business profile suspension or a ranking drop is 100% possible with the right steps. Now, usually at the time you want to fix it once, but make sure your profile stays stable and trustworthy long-term so that way you can benefit from ranking on Google Maps. Has your profile ever been suspended or had a sudden drop in rankings? What caused it and how did you fix it? Share your story in the comments below. Now that your Google business profile is reinstated, it's important to get it back on track. So let's make sure it stays there and watch our next video, which is Google Maps ranking secrets, and get the strategies that has helped us rank hundreds of HVAC, plumbing, and electrical businesses over the last 5 years.